Camera.
In the year 1531, at the beginning of the month of December, something extraordinary happened to Juan Diego, a recently baptized Indian who lived near Mexico City. Early that morning, Juan Diego left his village to go to church. As he walked along the path that led to Tepeyac Hill, he heard a beautiful chorus of birds singing.
Am I worthy of what I am listening? Am I dreaming of mine heaven?
When he reached the foot of the hill, Juan Diego heard a sweet voice call him from the top of the hill. Juanito, Juanito. Juan came closer to the place from which the voice came, and when he arrived at the top of the hill, he saw a beautiful young woman. Her dress was as brilliant as the sun. And then Juan Diego bowed before her with profound humility and respect. She said to him,
Juanito, my dearest little child, where are you going?
My lady, my dearest child, I'm going to Tacalago to listen to the teachings of the good news taught by the priest.
Then the Virgin told him,
I want you to know, my dearest child, that I am the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of the Triple God. And my wish is that in this place they construct me a temple, a church for all those who come to me for my tender love and protection. Therefore, go to the bishop and tell him that I have sent you to manifest me here in a temple, and you will tell him everything I've seen and heard. Juanito, now go and do whatever you had to do.
My lady, my dearest child, I, your humble servant, will go to do as you ask.
Juan Diego went straight to see the Bishop Fray, Juan de Zuramaragoa, from the Franciscan order. When he was before the bishop, Juan Diego told him the message of the Blessed Virgin. He told him every detail he had seen on the hill. After the bishop heard Juan Diego, he told him,
Tato Obispo, today I talked to the Mother of God. She has a message for you. She wants you to build a church for her on Tepeyac Hill.
My son, you are a good man.
I'm watching.
Juan Diego left the bishop's house and immediately went to Tepeyac Hill, where the Virgin Mary was waiting. When Juan Diego reached her, he said to her,
My lady, my dearest child, I went to see the bishop, and with difficulty they let me see him. I gave him your message, but the bishop does not believe me. I beg you, my lady, my dearest child, to please send a noble person with your message so they can believe him.
Listen, my dear son, my little one. I have many servants, but I want you to do it. I've chosen you, and I want you to take it to the bishop.
My lady, my dearest child, I do not want to cause you affliction. I will go again tomorrow to take your message. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
The next day, very early in the morning, Juan Diego departs to Mexico to be instructed by the missionaries and to attend Mass. After the Mass, he went to the bishop's house, as the lady had asked him. When at last, after he insisted to see him, he was able to approach the bishop. Juan Diego knelt down before the bishop and said,
Tato Obispo, Virgin Mary being asked that you put a church for on Tepeyac Hill.
Ask her where she is to give you a sign that she's
After Juan Diego left, the bishop called 2 servants and said to them, The servants followed Juan, but when they got to the bridge near the foot of the hill, they lost sight of him. They looked for him behind every bush and cactus, but Juan Diego could not be found. So the servants returned to the bishop, saying,
I lost him.
In the meantime, Juan Diego had reached the top of the hill and reported to the Virgin the following.
My lady, my dearest child, the bishop wants a sign from you to show that you are the mother of God.
All right, my little son, come back tomorrow, then I'll give you the sign for the bishop.
But the following day, Juan Diego could not go to the Tepeyac. His uncle Bernardino became very sick, so he asked Juan Diego to go to Mexico to get a priest, because he wanted to go to confession. The following morning, Juan Diego prepared himself to go to Mexico City to get the priest for his uncle. As he came near, Tepeyac Hill, he took another path to try to avoid meeting the Virgin, but the lady was waiting there for him.